And right now, yung kausap natin for this interview is si Rachel. So just a brief introduction of her kasi this will be about her naman, so she will be talking a lot in this interview. She is a social media manager, right, Rachel? And ang sinaserve mo is nasa health niche, right? So ngayon we will be inspired by her story. So I will just be asking her questions na pwedeng makatulong sa inyo din while you are trying to explore freelancing. Is this for you? Sa pinagdaanan ba ni Rachel, would I be able to take an inspiration na ay kaya ko din? So yeah. So before anything else, I want Rachel to introduce herself briefly. So ano ba yung something interesting about you, Rachel, before we start the conversation about your story?
Okay, hi, good afternoon. I am Rachel Nalzaro and I am from Cagayan de Oro City, and I have been working online since 2011 of February, and I'm a mom of 3 boys, and ano ba interesting sa akin? I love to travel and ayun, pero walang travel muna kasi pandemic. So ayan, so yun, I always in the back of my mind ever since, I always want to earn pero nasa bahay lang. And that's why yun, nag-explore ako since 2009, tapos I landed my first work in 2011. So parang nag-go ahead. So yun yung that's what I do. I work as a social media manager for clients in the health and wellness niche or market.
All right. So itong clients ba na to, Rachel, foreigners or local?
May local at saka foreigner.
Okay, that's interesting. I will ask more later. All right. So, sige, before I ask that, let's dive in, no. Can you tell me about ano ba yung life mo before freelancing? Probably this was the situation before mo na discover yung freelancing.
Okay, so my life before freelancing, I work in a corporate office in a parang loan office somewhere here in the city, and ayun, I worked there for almost 5 years, and then in the 4th year I got married, and then that's in 2007, and then in 2008 I stopped working kasi I was pregnant. I gave birth in 2008. So ayun, I decided to stop working para I can focus on my son. And then yung corporate work ko, it's stressful. It's like any corporate work, may stress naman talaga. And then kasi loan office yun, so there's quota every month. Though hindi naman ako directly involved sa marketing, pero as a small office, everyone is affected din. So yun, yeah, that's why I stopped working, because I wanted to take care of my son and be a full-time mom.
Okay. So, isa pa lang yung anak mo nun? Kasi I heard earlier, di ba, sabi mo, may 3 anak ka na ngayon. Oo.
Yes, that was my first son.
Oo, yung first son mo. Ilang taon na yung son mo ngayon? 2008, tas ano ba yun?
13.
Ilan?
13 years old.
13. Malaki-laki na din. So, hindi na masyadong masakit sa ulo magbantay, di ba? Pero yung youngest mo?
My youngest is should turn 7 this year, but he died at 6 years ago.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear.
It's okay.
So, pero ngayon, yung 3 na sinasabi mo is alive tong 3 na to?
No, the third one died.
The third one, okay.
Yes,
So, meaning, nung sinabi mo na 3 is, 3. Yung isa is wala na talaga?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear about that.
It's okay.
Parang no? Ako pag nakakarinig kasi ako ng ganun, kasi as a mom, I have 2 kids, by the way. As a mom, parang hindi kaya ng damdamin ko yung ganun, 'di ba? Dinala mo
kakayanin mo yung kung pero I wouldn't want that to happen to anyone else.
Yes, of course, yeah. wala tayong choice once it's parang it's not under our control eh, 'di ba? So though sa feeling mo hindi mo kakayanin, parang pag nandiyan ka na kasi sa situation na 'yan, wala ka namang choice but to move on. Kumbaga, if the only choice there is to be strong, then you have to be strong. Especially may dalawa pa naman na anak, 'di ba?
Yes, oo. So
yeah, that is parang maiiyak ata ako sa na to, sa interview na to.
Wag naman. Kasi sa totoo lang, I always tell friends na when I share about my son, this is a segue na ito ha. I'm just sharing na. When I talk about my son, especially the one that I lost, it's not something, especially at this year, ilang years na ba? Magsi 6 years na siya gone, and then it's not something, it's sad but in a way happy or grateful kasi we were able to share short life with him. Ganon. People, ang tendency kasi ng mga tao na kinakausap namin, they tend to be awkward about it, but we are very much comfortable about it. Na kahit sa everyday conversations with my husband or with the kids, we are comfortable talking about him. Pero people usually are awkward or kasi hindi nila alam how to go about it. Baka kasi they would say something na or hindi nila alam anong sasabihin.
So naman.
So I have to share na it's really, when we say that he died and all, it's sad but we are grateful. And kahit ako mag-share kahit sa mga Facebook, kasi Facebook memories lumalabas. So people will say hugs or mga ganun. So I say na it's okay. It's okay to talk about it, and we love to talk about it actually. It's just the people are awkward about it because they might not know what to say. So yun
totoo naman. Kasi ayaw nating like ako, hindi kasi ako yung nawalan eh. So I don't know how it feels, 'di ba? So parang every time, like for example, may magpo-post sa Facebook na yung nag-block yung niya, yung profile picture. So alam natin may namatay. So ang tendency ko, parang I want to comfort the person, pero hindi naman ako pwedeng like hindi ako pwedeng magtanong ano nangyari. Alam ko na naman na may namatay, 'di ba? Hindi ko alam paano i-comfort. So parang ang comment ko na lang doon is condolence. Pero like for example, makausap ko na yung tao na yon, makakapag one-on-one na kami. Hindi ko pa rin kayang i-bring up na ano pala nangyari yung ganun kasi I don't know if they want comfort or 'di ba? Parang iba-iba kasi yung pag-deal ng tao when it comes to
you
death.
You can ask actually if it's okay with them to talk about it. And sometimes they just listening is therapy enough.
Totoo yan. Totoo yan. Oo. Pagdating kasi sa ganun na ako, different naman kasi yung approach ko. Like pag ako ang nasa sitwasyon na parang malungkot ako, not necessarily because of death. Like pag malungkot ako, I don't necessarily want to talk. Kumbaga, gusto ko lang you just sit beside me and we're okay. Yung parang ganon. So iba-iba kasi yung approach ng tao, 'di ba? So parang if I'm sad, okay lang kahit huwag mo akong tanungin. As long as I know na you are there because you know what's happening, okay na ako dun. Anyway, na-segue na tayo. Pero
segue, so ayun.
Can you give us a little bit of, since sabi mo naman it's okay to talk about, can you give us a little bit of background? Ano nangyari sa sa anak mo? Ilang taon ba siya nung
14 months or more than a little more than 1 year, and then wala lang, nagsuka lang siya. So it was just like today, example today, nagsuka siya tapos parang it was like 2 or 3 times nagsuka siya that day. So we went to the emergency, baka kasi na-dehydrate or what. So ayun, naghintay-hintay kami sa emergency ng ilang oras. Kasi parang feeling din nila parang hindi naman emergency talaga. So parang lang. Tapos they required they advised na ipapa-admit baka kasi dehydrated yung bata. So yun. And then sa gabi na on that night, the doctor checked him at 8 p.m. And then pinapa-ICU niya ng alas 10 ng gabi. And then na-ICU siya mga 12 or 2 or something, and then in our city, there is only one pedia ICU, so we have to wait for her. And then she advised that the baby be intubated agad. And then 2 o'clock ba yun? Tapos ayun, hindi nila alam ano yung cause. Yun nga, until now we still don't really have the certain ano talaga yung nakalagay kasi sa death certificate niya is ano daw yung mga organs niya due to mild lang nakalagay, mild dehydration. So Wednesday went in, Thursday he was in the ICU, and then pagka Friday ng 2 o'clock in the morning, wala na siya. Ganun, kabilis.
Grabe.
There wasn't really an exact explanation why.
So, hindi nila na-find out talaga kung ano yung talagang pinaka-cause?
Oo, kasi sabi nila i-x-ray, hindi naman pneumonia. So, they have to extract his blood. Hindi naman sila nakaka-extract kasi parang nag-burst daw yung mga veins niya kapag kinukunan ng blood. So, they have to like surgically get blood from his. So, meron siyang nakikita ko nga yung dami-dami niyang dito sa kung saan kinukuha din dito. Ang dami niyang mga sugat kasi they were trying to get blood, and then he had surgical sa leg niya, doon na talaga kinuha. Parang may incision siya sa feet. So yun. And there was never really an exact explanation, and everyone was like shock na shock kami doon, and ayun. Hindi
So,
kasi kami nag-expect.
Oo. So,
I mean,
ano na lang yung of course, 'di ba? Kasi parang Lord, binigay mo na sa akin 'to, 'di ba? Dinala-dala ko na for 9 months. Pinalaki pa natin ng 14 months, tapos
14 months.
Parang ano 'to? So, parang mapapatanong ka kasi talaga. Oo. So, how did you take it after that incident? Paano mo kinomfort sarili mo?
Siyempre, lugmok ako for like a time. I mean, like, pero ang isip-isip ko talaga, may dalawa pa akong boys. Kasi may mga kuya. And I have to be strong for them. Kasi there were kids. They were like 6 and 8 at that time. So, parang yung mga tanong, because I was the only one left in the ICU watchers area sa overnight na yun. Tapos, I have to call pa my husband, sabi, kasi yung, DNR, so, do not resuscitate kapag if ever sinasabi na ng doc. So, kasi we believe naman na if ever, parang kawawa kasi kapag anong term doon? Basta resuscitate. So, nag-DNR yung decision namin. Pero I have to call my husband, and I can't contact him at 2 o'clock in the morning. Kasi naipit daw yung phone niya. So, parang ako doon. So, I have to call my... Oo, super. Ako lang isa doon. Tapos 2 o'clock in the morning, and I have to call him. Kailangan, kasi sa akin kasi DNR, because it's what our family believe. Do not let them suffer if kailangan talagang So, kasi 2 months earlier that time, my mom died, and then nag-DNR din kami. So, that year there was a lot of death in the family on both sides. So, parang DNR, parang naano na yung, ba yan, Lord? Parang, ika-4 na to siya for this year. So, parang ganun. And that time, one thing I was able to be grateful about is people were, especially the moms that time, they were being very careful with the kids. Kasi sa akin kasi, yung sa anak ko, it wasn't really much of, there wasn't any warnings or what. He just went ahead without too much explanation, and there was a mom even told me na sabi niya, your case helped me with my son because I was able to bring him ahead of early on na may severe pneumonia na pala siya. And she only told me this year. She only told me this year na dahil daw sa nangyari sa anak ko, she brought his son to baka kasi daw hindi visible yung mga symptoms pero may nangyayari na sa loob. Lang gano'n. So,
Totoo yan. Actually, parang nakaka-alarm din kasi recently pa naman, parang this month lang, pag uwi ko, yung anak ko din, yung 8-month-old ko, nag-ano din siya, nagsuka. Parang ilang beses siya sumuka nung gabing yun. So I was, nataranta ako, sabi ko, ba't siya sumusuka? Ano ba yung kinain? Tapos ang sabi naman ng husband ko is, pinakain lang niya nung banana tapos pinainom niya ng tubig. So doon ako nag-alala. Pero yung tubig, yung pinakuluan talaga. Tapos doon ako nag-alala kasi parang hindi pa siya sanay sa pag-inom ng water kasi breastfed ko siya. So doon ako sabi ko, anong nangyayari? So pinalipasan pa naman namin yun until the morning. Pero okay na siya pagka morning. So parang doon nag-alala lang ako baka ma-dehydrate siya. Pero hindi naman siya umiiyak. Sumuka lang siya siguro mga 3 beses, pero hindi siya umiyak. Tapos, dumidede pa naman siya. So parang sabi ko, sige let's wait kasi baka dahil lang yung sa kinain niya kasi nga first time na nag-ano siya ng tubig. So parang fair warning din sa akin yan ngayon na hindi ko ismolin yung mga ganun na nangyayari. Thank you for your story. So parang totoo nga, it would really help a lot of moms. So I think that's also I don't know 'di ba sabi mo, that's one of the things na thankful ka din kasi nakatulong siya sa ibang moms. So probably, isa na rin yung sa reasons, parang your child became a savior as well for other moms. Kumbaga yung story mo about sa kanya is parang na yun nakaka-save na yun ng ibang life ng bata, 'di ba? So, yeah, I think may mga na-encounter din kasi naman ako na like example, 5-month-old na namatay kasi alam mo yung parang sudden infant death, yung parang namatay lang na wala lang dahilan. May friend ako na may ganun, yung kapatid niya ay pinsan niya ata yung nagkaganon yung anak nila. So parang sabi nila, parang pinahiram lang siya sa amin for a little while pero hindi talaga siya meant na magstay for a long time. So parang at least na parang tanggap nila doon, pero for me, inside me, parang sad pa rin ako para sa kanila. Though yeah, some people really don't want you to be sad for them kasi nakamove on na sila, 'di ba? So happy na sila. It's been a lesson in their life. So thank you for sharing that one. So yeah, okay lang ba mag-move on na tayo sa
sure,
sa next
sure.
na
No
sa next
problem.
na itatanong ko. Oo. So ano ba yung naging turning point mo? Ano yung nag-trigger sa na i-consider mo yung freelancing?
Okay, so 'di ba I just gave birth in 2008 and in 2008 nag-resign. So in 2009 starting that year I was looking for something that I can do online kasi maano ako sa computer. Yung parang ako mateki na curious,
Savvy.
yung ganon.
Oo.
Hindi na, siguro mas ako kasi gusto kong matutong yung mga but not the hardware ha. Hindi yung hardware, yung mga lang, yung mga I love exploring the internet, ganon. So that time the turning point talaga is feeling ko kahit I'm doing something good for my son, yung yung kahit pang mo lang, yung mga yung mga medyo ka kasi ang dami-dami mong like nakagraduate ka tapos at that time pa ako kasi that time maraming prof education, so nakapass din ako ng LET, so parang ang dami kong dinaanan sa education tapos stay at home mom, so and then so ang naisip ko, why not find work kasi what stuck with me, the image of a movie scene na my mom, she was in front of the computer, taking care of the kids as well. It was an English movie. So, parang possible kaya yon dito sa Pilipinas? So, I was wondering. So, ayun, I searched for it and then ang uso kasi noon, that time was online marketing. Yung blogging, uso pa si blogspot.com noon.
Yeah,
uso pa doon. So I even joined a workshop on online marketing. Pero naisip ko, online marketing is something na you have to do by yourself. Kasi you have to show the world na ito yung ginagawa mo, nagbablog ka and all, and you can earn from the Google Ads. Pero naisip ko, it's gonna be time, it will take time. And ang gusto ko kasi, yung work na money now, yung sinasabi na money now. So, ayun, and then, ano ba? So yun yung turning point ko na I wanted to earn for myself kasi kahit yung mga ano ko lang, yung mga gusto-gusto ko, yung mga wants ko, ayaw ko naman i-ano kay hobby lahat. So,
totoo.
ayun.
So doon ka
Ayan.
nag-decide na na mag-online.
Oo, kasi parang iba kasi yung feeling na ikaw yung may own money ka. Kasi sanay ako na ever since I was in college, may mga side work ako, nag-student assistant, yung mga ganon. So, tapos pag start ko ng work naman, I was able to help din my siblings, binibigyan ko sila ng allowance or something. Tapos ngayon, wala akong pera. So, though I know naman nagpo-provide si hobby, pero iba yung feeling na yung may sariling earning ka.
Exactly. Iba talaga. Mostly talaga ng reasons ng mommies na nag-freelancing, yung mga stay-at-home moms is yun, yung gusto nila ng sarili nilang income. Kasi yes, may pera. Kumbaga may pera naman may pera kayo, hindi kayo nawawalan ng pera because may trabaho si hubby. Though, yun nga sinabi mo na iba pa rin kasi talaga yung meron kang sarili, 'di ba? So, I totally get it. Though ako naman is breadwinner kasi ako. So, I've never been dependent on my husband. So, parang hindi ko pa na-feel yung feeling na iba pa rin yung may sariling pera. Kasi talagang sariling pera ko naman lahat. so I would assume na yun din yung yun din parang yun din yung isa sa mga whys mo kung bakit nag-online freelancing ka. So, is there any deeper reason bakit nagstay ka sa online freelancing? Kasi matagal na 'di ba? 2011 ka nag-start?
Yes, so nasa 11 years na ako. So, the reason is, talaga, being a stay-at-home mom. Yun lang, full-time mom, and then be able to have control of my time.
So far, sa mo, medyo surprise na question. So far sa freelancing sa experience mo, freelancing for 11 years, what were the best things na experience mo? Kumbaga, probably one or two best things na feeling mo dapat talaga i-pursue ng mga mothers ang online freelancing because this is what I experienced. These are the best things that I experienced.
Marami siya ha kasi matagal na ako eh. So yung sa ko, when the kids were still small, 2008 yon. 2010 I had my second son. So at that time, bahay lang talaga kasi mahirap magdala ng bata sa labas. So, yun yung yung ginagawa ko is kasi ang work ko, I don't have time tracker. So what I do is work in between being a mom. So pagising sa umaga, I will take care of the kids and then though at that time may yaya ako, but usually kami talaga yung hands-on. Si hubby pa nga nagpapaligo sa kanila kasi nagsiset up ako sa work ko. And then when okay na, so kasi I started as article writer before I became an SMM, and being an article writer, you have your own time as long as you finish the work. So ganun. I started with that, and then one of the things that I love is yung parang mga precious moments na hindi mo ma-experience kapag nag-work ka at the office is yung pag nagnanap yung anak mo, tapos pagising niya, andyan ka, tapos nag-smile ka lang sa kanya, tapos nag-smile siya balik sa'yo, tapos tulog siya ulit. Ganon, parang, yung mga ganon moments. Tapos, there was a time also na yung anak ko, yung second son ko was breastfeeding din. He was breastfeeding for 3 years. Tapos, it came to a point na yung nagla-laptop ako, tapos siya na naglalagay ng pillow sa lap, tapos siya na nagka-climb Siya nga um, ano bang term doon? Yung parang siya na set himself on my lap with a pillow, tapos siya na nagaganon sa damit ko, tapos siya na, oh, ikaw na dyan, bahala ka dyan. Mag-ano ka, self-sufficient dyan, andito lang yung milk station mo.
Self-service.
Self-service ka dyan, dear. Mga ganong moments na while he's feeding, I'm also working. So parang ganon. These are the things that I treasured, and then when they were started schooling, tapos pag hapon nagnanap kami, nagtanap together, yung, oh come on guys, tapos may mga moments na daw hindi na nila maalala. Yung mga times like naglalaro kami, may mga mga ganon na yung parang masaya lang na this is my little family that I am taking care of. And then pag school nila doon naman ako yung naghahatid. I was the one who really was with the kids na sending them to school. If hindi naman ako pag early morning si hubby, pero more it was more on me. Tapos kung kunin na sila sa school, ako din. Yung mga activities nila, andyan talaga ako. Kung kailangan si hubby, sasabihin ko sa kanya, uy, kailangan mong pumunta. Pero most of the time, there was really, they would really expect, yung parang alam ng kids na nandyan ka. Yung hahanapin ka ng kids, yung parang nasa stage na sila, tapos hahanapin ka, yung ganong feeling na alam nila, ay, andon. Tapos hindi talaga sila shy mama, ganun. Hi, mama, yung maganon sa stage.
Ang cute.
Oo, so, it was that time. Tapos, while, kasi 2 hours lang yung mga ganon na preschool. So, I can wait. I can bring my laptop and then work the 2 hours, and then, pag stop na, pag end ng class nila or school, I'm there to wait. So, ganun, yung, they know that, mama is there, yung ganun.
Tapos, yung present ka talaga.
Oo, yung ganun talaga na feeling. And then, I also was the one who taught them to ride na the motorella here in our city before the pandemic started. Kasi grade 5 na yung panganay, so I taught him na, okay, you ride na, tapos this is what you will say. And then, ayun, na-train na siya doon, pero the pandemic started. So, I have to retrain him siguro this year. And, ayun, there's the stages kasi, the memories of it, na you were present with the kids. Yun talaga yung siguro, yun yung mga why, kasi hindi mo mababalik yun eh. Hindi mo yun. Hindi mo siya exchange in terms of money. So,
true.
Yun, that was the siguro very why that I am here freelancing, working online. Yun yung mga hindi ko mabibili with any amount of money, that I was able to be with my kids from the start until now, na sa activities nila in school or paghahatid sa kanila, and I can even cook for them because yun nga, flexi yung time ko, and then I was able to teach them as well. Nagbe-bake kami, yung mga ganon, may mga shared na mga activities kami, nagpa-puzzle, nagpipaint, minsan naglalaro ako sa mga nila, yung mga nilalaro nila sa computer, yung mga ganon. And nakaka-converse ako sa mga kids in what they're playing. Like for example, this time may nagma-Minecraft, nagpo-Pokemon sila. So tinatanong ko sila, sino nga yan? Sino? Yung mga ganon. Yan si nakaka-converse ako with them. I was able to go down to their level na sa yung mga likes nila. And then one of the great memories is I was able to bring them to travel. Yung kahit hindi si hubby nagsasabay sa amin kasi kasi nga he's working in the government, so parang mas mahirap siyang mag-leave. So may mga summers, like for example 3 summers or 4 summers ago, we were able to go to Cebu and Bohol na kaming dalawa lang. I mean, kaming tatlo lang. Kaming dalawa ng kids ko, tapos ako. And then, we were able, kasi we tag along with my brother sa Bohol, tapos kami sa Cebu kasi may cousin ako doon. So, we stayed there for a week. Tapos sabi ko kay Habi, bahala ka, punta kami ng Cebu. So, the plan was he will go after mga 1 week sa Cebu para magkita din kami doon. So, parang ganun, we were able to have good relationship with my cousins in Cebu kasi nandun kami for a week. Yung mga ganun, we were able to build relationship. Tapos yung mga anak ko, they were able to know their cousins, yung mga ganun. Kasi we don't see them very often. And effort ko talaga yon na pumunta doon. Tapos may papunta pa kaming, there was a time also na pumunta kami ng Cebu na may kasal. Tapos yung hindi pwede si Habi pumunta, ako lang. And I have to, and my third son was still alive. So I have to bring these 3 kids with me. That's 2016. He was not yet 1 year old. And then I have a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. So yun, I brought them along with me, and I really have to ask a cousin, please stay with me kasi tatlo sila. And and it was a handful talaga, but it was one of those memories na hindi ko talaga malilimutan. Kasi alam mo yun, yung anak ko na nawala, he was able to go to places that my husband has not been to. So, parang mga ganun.
Wow.
Oo. May mga ganung memories, may mga ganung moments. Tapos, yun, yung mga travels namin ng kids na kami lang tatlo, like, nag-ano din kami. Supposedly kasi andun si Habi, pero at the last minute, hindi siya makapunta. So, kami, nag-Bohol, nag-Cebu, tapos nag-Singapore kaming tatlo. And it was the first time the kids were went out internationally. So parang stress ako doon. Kasi wala si Habi.
Kasi ikaw lang.
Ako lang, parang I have 2 kids, like they were, that time, they were 10 and 8. So I was like, stressful din kasi yun, kasi hindi mo maiwan-iwan sa hotel kasi bibili ka ng food. Tapos may mga ganong moments. So, yun talaga yung ko na the memories of it. And also, hindi unfair naman para kay Habi nun pero may mga travel din kami na kami lang ni Habi. May mga ganong moments din kami. O may mga kami na kasi kung di siya pupunta, ako lang mag-isa. So, yun.
So, balance lang. Kumbaga, balance lang. Oo.
So, may mga ganong trips din kami.
Ang peg is more on ang reason mo talaga why you stayed in freelancing is because of those small moments na parang never mo may babalik kasi, 'di ba? As time goes by. Yun yung sinasabi nila, when you're a parent, parang you have to enjoy your children while they're young because it doesn't last long. So, parang yun din yung yun din yung parang actually yun din yung pinaka-pain ko nung nag-start ako mag-freelancing kasi nasa corporate ako nung while nag-pandemic. So, alam mo yung uuwi ako sa bahay, aalis ako ng bahay, tulog yung anak ko. Tulog pa anak ko. Pag uwi ko, tulog na. So, parang absentee mom ako. So, parang sa isip ko, yes, I can provide kung ano yung needs ng anak ko, pero ako, parang wala ako doon physically and emotionally para sa kanya. Which is, doon ko naramdaman na parang may mali, 'di ba? So parang may mali, parang hindi dapat ganito 'di ba? So doon nung na-discover ko yung freelancing, doon talaga ako parang nasabi ko na I really think that freelancing is really for moms. Parang ginawa talaga siya ni Lord para sa mga mommies, and 'di ba? Thankful naman tayo na we are able to be with our children while they're growing. Kasi yun parang yung memories kasi na na-build ninyo, yung mga bonding moments ninyo, hindi nyo na pwedeng magawa ulit yun at the same age nila, di ba? Yes. So parang iba yung approach nila sa ano, iba yung approach nila for every moment na napupunta sila with you, because iba-iba na yung ano nila, iba-iba na yung emotional challenge nila during that time, iba na yung emotional approach din nila sa bagay na yun. So parang 'di ba dumadating nga yung point sa ano sa mga bata na hindi na sila nagpapakiss, hindi na sila nagpapahug kasi malalaki na. So depende pa din sa ano, depende sa kinalakihan, depende sa kinasanayan. Pero 'di ba pag nagti-teenager na sila, parang that's the time na hindi na sila nagpapalaw ng gano'n, yung parang physical touch with the parents, kasi nga iba na yung view nila sa physical touch, kasi yung mga kaibigan nila hindi na ano gano'n 'di ba? So parang as much as possible, bahalang mabigat na yung 2 years old ko ngayon, as long as nagpapakarga siya sa akin, kakargahin ko siya. 'Di ba? So I will carry her as much as I can, kasi darating talaga yung point na hindi na magpapakarga yan, 'di ba?
Tapos i-hold mo yung hands nila kasi pag
Mm.
nagti-teenager na, ayaw na.
Ay, naku, oo. Tapos hindi, yung 2 years old ko nga, hindi na nagpapakiss yun. Usually, di ba, mag-smack ka sa lips nila. Hindi na nagpapasmack yun sa lips kasi sa cheeks na lang daw. So, di ba, may ano na, may mga nalalaman ng mga ganun mga bata ngayon. So, umaarte na ng konti. So, thank you for sharing sa mga, it's really good that we zoomed into those moments na sinasabi mo, kasi ito yung mga ito yung mga hindi pa siguro, especially yung mga working moms, yung nasa labas ng bahay. Parang ito yung mga moments na hindi nila nare-realize na nami-miss nila, 'di ba? Of course, we are not kumbaga we are not forcing them na mag-freelancing na kayo kasi yung anak ninyo kailangan kayo. May mga moms kasi talaga na mas gusto nila nasa labas sila ng bahay because of stress, 'di ba? So, it really depends on the preference natin kung paano tayo magkakaroon ng income as mommies. So, thank you for sharing that. Another question na for you is that kumusta naman yung freelancing business mo ngayon? What are the things that you offer? Baka kasi 'di ba may makapanood ng video na to tapos sabihin nila, "Uy, si ano pala nag-o-offer 'yun." So may client ako na naghahanap ng ganito. So, yeah, what's happening in your freelancing business right now? What are the challenges na na-encounter mo or hanggang ngayon is tinatry mo pa na i-encounter?
So ayun, kasi nga 'di ba I started article writing and then nag-ano din ako, I was able to work with an internet marketer before. Tapos I started as social media manager in 2014 until now, and then yung client ko, yung 2015 pa kami hanggang ngayon, siya pa rin ko. And then I had a new client this year. Parang ano ako doon. So kasi my kids are starting to have it's getting big na. So they are 11 and 13, and then this year magto 12 and 14 na. So I have decided that I will be able to have more time to do my work. So parang naghanap ako ng and I was able to find this foreign client which I am offering social media management, and then aside from that parang mas maraming addition, like for example nag-lead generation, nagka-copywriting, yung nag-email marketing. So,
Oh my
generally,
gosh!
because kasi startup siya company. So, parang doing a little bit of that and this every once in a while. So, yun yung mga challenges ko ngayon kasi, but at the same time, I see it as an opportunity to learn kasi parang hindi ko alam yung email marketing. Hindi ko alam yung hindi ako gaano ka yung lead generation. Though I had experience of it before, pero ayun, I'm doing it now, and then also yun, I was able to know LinkedIn kasi SMM ako for Facebook and IG, pero more on Facebook. So ayun, ang challenges ko naman yun, I have to learn it. I have to learn a new not just the skill but also the tools, which is for me I see it as an opportunity to learn talaga. So yun. And in terms of communication, in terms of communication, okay naman kami. Kasi after all these years that I've been working, you always have to ask and clarify. kapag may hindi naintindihan.
Exactly.
So especially with the foreigners kasi iba yung ano nila, yung culture nila. And you really have to be you don't have to be afraid to ask and clarify kasi sinasagot naman nila. So yun. And then challenges lang siguro is time difference, but sa work ko kasi they don't tell you to work overnight. Walang graveyard shift. Unless if you want to. Pero sa amin 2 hours lang yung parang overlap sa kanila, which is okay lang. So
naka full-time ka?
Oo, so naka full-time ako. So ayun, and then yung sa isa, tapos may isa pa ako na lax na output based na as long as you're done with work, as long as you are able to do the content kasi SMM content, schedule, ganun, create and manage the page. So ayun siya.
So, yung client mo ngayon na yung sinasabi mo you're doing a little bit of this and then of that. Ano yung niche ng client na to?
Health and wellness. They nagma-manufacture sila ng mga essential oils.
Ay, okay. Oh, I'm familiar with essential oils. Natanong ko kasi actually, I'm an email copywriter. Pero yung target market ko is dati akong SMM I started as an SMM kaya nag-coach din ako sa mga aspiring SMMs. And nag-switch ako to email copywriter noong November last year. Pero nag-start talaga akong mag-take ng clients nung December. So parang I'm also new to it pero parang hindi na rin new kasi may na ako parang may results na rin ako na na-produce for my clients. So, pero yung target market ko is parenting coaches. Yeah, just in case then maka-encounter ka ng ganun because right now nakatatak na rin sa utak ko na si Rachel is pala siya SMM pala siya for health niches. So at least if I have somebody na nangangailangan ng ganun, I will feel free to contact you and let you know baka Usually kasi ngayon hindi ako ang ginagawa ko since the beginning, hindi ako tumatanggap ng like full-time na client. More on projects lang ako. Like, okay, just let me deliver what I need to deliver. You don't have to track my time kasi yung result naman ang hinahanap natin dito. So, ganun yung setup na hinahanap ko. Kasi, I want my time with my kids. Yung tipong, ang routine ko nga ngayon is 11 a.m. na ako nagigising kasi alas 12 din naman ako natutulog sa gabi kasi may baby pa ako, di ba? So, when your kids are young, your time is really dependent on them. Yes. Especially kung may baby ka, breastfeeding ka. Yes. Hindi ka makakatulog anytime na gusto mo. Parang yung boss mo diyan is yung baby mo di ba? So,
milk
you
station
have
na kasi.
Milk station. You have to have as much time that you can have once pwede ka na matulog, 'di ba? So, kung may trabaho ka, dapat yung trabaho mo flexible talaga. So, that's one thing then na I'm really thankful about freelancing. And thank you for sharing your challenges with us. At least sa mga nanonood nito ngayon because this is a recording, alam nyo na kung ano yung challenges when you choose a certain niche or you choose a certain client, 'di ba? You choose a certain setup with a client. So, ngayon, do you have any tips for people who want to start freelancing, especially those people din na nasa niche mo, yung gustong maging SMM din?
Yes, don't just learn or apply, but also know your why, and you have to change your mindset na freelancing is something na business mo. And also, do not be afraid to talk to people, especially foreigners, kasi nandyan sila because they need you. You have something that they need na kailangan nila for their business to succeed. So, ayun, and then get out of your comfort zone. And that's what I'm telling myself now kasi nag-scale ako ng business ko kasi comfortable na ako. For 10 years na ito yung client ko pero gusto ko nang mag-scale kasi malalaki na yung kids. So get out of your comfort zone and do not be afraid, or even if you're afraid, do it do it while you're afraid. So, ganun. And, yun lang. Pero talagang dapat, the most important thing is your why.
Totoo yan. Kasi kung hindi naman nasasakto yung why mo, talagang mapapagod ka lang pagdating ng panahon,
Yes.
di ba? And then,
Burn out ka.
oo. Kasi mali yung why. Kumbaga, wala kang malalim na why, so hindi ka magpapatuloy. That's a really good one. I like it na nabanggit mo nung sinabi mo na do it afraid. I always tell that my students before, sinasabi ko talaga sa kanila na, yes, you will be scared, just do it scared. Kasi there is no other way to do it naman kung scared ka, di ba? You cannot, parang hindi nangyayari na you will overcome your fear first before mo magawa yung bagay. Yes. Usually, you are doing it scared or else you will do it first and then mawawala yung ano mo, 'di ba, yung fear. So, yeah, it's really parang basic principle na parang we really have to be reminded over and over again, especially for new and aspiring freelancers. Thank you for your that's really a wisdom right there. Now, I kind of have an idea what time freedom looks like to you, but I want to hear it from you as a definition. Like, how do you define time freedom?
Time freedom for me is being able to set aside my work because I am able to, because my family needs me without asking for leave or ganun. Tapos, attending to kids' activities and supporting them and other family activities na yung pwede mong iwanan like without any second thoughts yung work mo because your family needs you.
Kumbaga, family first. Time freedom is family first.
Yes. Oo. Balik ka din sa why. Bakit ka
Oo.
Bakit ka
sa why ulit
you always go back to why. Oo.
True. I agree with that one. Kasi parang, bakit pa ako nag-freelancing? Ako, I am a licensed civil engineer. Ba't ako nag-freelancing? Bakit iniwan ko yung pagiging civil engineer ko? What is the deeper reason bakit ko ginagawa to? Kasi if hindi tama yung reason ko, then probably someday I will go back to being a civil engineer working outside my house, di ba? So, probably in the future, kapag iniwan siguro na ako ng mga anak ko, yung may masarili na silang pamilya, but that's too late for me. Career-wise, that's too late for me. So, thank you for that one. I think we have the same parang definition sa time freedom. Really, for me, it's family first. Kasi nga, darating talaga yung time na hindi na sila mga bata. 'Di ba? So, I want to, parang gusto kong namnamin yung mga time na ang cute-cute pa nila. Gullible pa sila. So ako lang muna mambubuli sa mga anak ko. So, how do you think would freelancing help Filipino moms in their mothering, kumbaga?
So, sa ko dito is yung kasi freelancing will reshape my thinking that moms have to juggle between family and career. Na pwede palang isabay. Pwede palang you work around your work so you will have time for family. Yung parang yung work nag-a-adjust, hindi yung family nag-a-adjust. Because yun nga, kung corporate ka, ito yung time nasa labas ka. But because you are here at the house and especially for moms, you look for work that is flexible and output-based, yung mga ganun, para you will be able to work around it and be with your kids. And being a mom and earning at the same time is very, very possible. And I have been a witness to that. I've been ano bang term doon?
Living testimony, kumbaga.
Oh yeah, I have been a living testimony for that for 10 years. And being a mom and having a career at the same time is really it's not difficult. It's possible talaga pag nag-freelance ka. And it's not just about the kids, it's the family talaga. Kasi for hobby, pag sinasabi kong mag-date kami, tapos ayun, anytime of course, pag after ng work niya, kasi siya yan naman yung nag-work. So, ganun, mga ganun. Tapos, Um, ayun lang. Yung ano ko talaga kasi with freelancing is I was able to build my relationship with the family. It was something deliberate. It was something that I decided on and worked on. And I can see naman na the kids have grown responsible. And yun nga, natuturuan sila na yung naghuhugas ng plato, ng mga ganun. Sila na nagluluto ng rice or something. And na yung mga moments na you build them to learn life skills because life skills are important. So ganun.
True.
So ayun siya.
Yun.
Mga
Yun
ganun
yung
mga
parang yun yung ano mo, yun yung naisip mo na this is how freelancing can really help moms in their mothering.
Yes.
So I agree when you said na you said something along the line na yung lagi kong sinasabi na you don't have to choose between having money but having no time for your children and having time for your children but having no money. Kumbaga, you don't have to choose between those two kasi posible siya sa freelancing. So parang narinig ko yun kanina na sinabi mo. I just can't get back the right wordings pero it's the same thought. So yeah, it is true and I'm really happy to hear about your story in freelancing. You have gone a really long way. Kumbaga, kung sa level ng siguro pagiging expert na freelancer, nasa level nasa level 7 ka na, kami nasa level 2 pa lang. So it's really something that we have to we have to hear out because of course if freelancing is kasi sabi nila 'di ba, ang unang sinasabi ng tao is it's not a stable career, it's not a stable job or whatever, but kung hindi siya kasi stable, 'di ba, why did you last that long sa freelancing? Kumbaga, anyway, noong nag-pandemic naman is napatunayan naman ng pandemic na walang career ang stable. 'Di ba? Mga pilots na wala ng trabaho, mga seafarers na wala ng trabaho. So really, I think there is parang walang security naman talaga sa mundo, 'di ba? It is really us that we have to work on it. Kasi once something that we thought was secured is mawala sa atin, what will you do next? Yun naman yung importante eh. What you will do next. So thank you so much Rachel for sharing us your stories and story as a whole. Ako personally na-inspire ako, especially yung mga moments na kinikwento mo kasi I'm at the beginning stages of my motherhood. So parang I will still learn a lot from this one and I'm really learning from a lot of mothers, especially kaya nga yung pinili ko na na target market when it comes to my email copywriting is yung mga parenting coaches because I really want to learn more about parenting. So I'm learning. So we will never be the perfect parents, but we are the best for our children. Kumbaga, the way they see it, we are the best parents, and I think freelancing is gonna help us become even better because nandun tayo eh, di ba? We are present parents.